And we have liftoff. Thank you so much for tuning to the Planet Guardian podcast, Boysplanet edition. We're your hosts, Aneesa and Robbie, and we are reviewing Boysplanet, a Mnet survival show where 98 boys compete to join a 9-member boy group from all around the world to make a K-pop group. Finally done that really well for the first time ever. So, Aneesa, what are your
Mhm.
thoughts?
Um, I like these performances.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like usually in these shows when they give us the special songs, like the songs unique to this program rather than covers,
Mm-hmm.
when it's executed well, they're usually just pleasant to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the stages. And what are your thoughts?
My biggest takeaway was Gungwook's bangs.
He was looking good on the
He
stage.
said, and he had the auntie shake, and he
Hmm.
was just moving his head like no one else is
Yeah.
doing that dance like him. And then when they gelled it for the stage, like, no, 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 no. Go back to when it was loose without the gel because I liked it was so much movement. It was just and the way how he's just so like intent with the dance, I was like, I love this. This is great. I
Yeah.
didn't like he made me enjoy him being the center because I preferred someone else. But after
Yeah.
seeing him do it, I was like, okay, I don't mind this. Like, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go. Top nine, Janai now. She lives in my head rent free.
So here's my top nine. I'll make it brief because it
Mm,
didn't change. I
okay.
have Ricky number one, Haruto two, Chen Kwanjui three, Zhang Hao is four, Woonki is five, Jiwoong six, Gunwook seven, Hanbin eight, nine is Yoon Jong Woo. So right now I still have Ricky as my one pick. I know he didn't perform, and I know Mnet tried to set him up, but I'm still one pick voting him, which means I'm voting for Ricky, Zhang Hao, and Hanbin. As much as
Mm.
I love Haruto and Chen Kwanjui, when I try to be realistic about the situation and think about at the end of the day, what are we going to do in the finale? I'm gonna one pick Ricky, so I'm starting my one pick now.
Yeah. Honestly, if you take out Kwanjui and put in like a Tere or something or whatever,
Mhm.
this could debut.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
Realistically,
Hanbin and Jong Hao are givens. Gunwook kind of fighting for eighth and ninth, but I feel like he'll actually boost higher in the finale.
right.
Jiwoong, solid five.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just like, this is looking kind of realistic.
Hmm.
Good job.
Yeah, I just hope that Ricky gets in. If Ricky gets in, I'll be happy.
Hmm.
As long as Zhang Hao gets in and he doesn't get a Urina treatment, I'll be happy. And if Haruto and or Chen Kwanjui get in, then it's just an extra treat.
I don't think Shanghao's getting the earring treatment. I already have an idea who's doing that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think Zhang Hao was a solid. I think he secured enough Korean one picks.
Right,
He played
right.
this game smarter than Xiaoting did. He secured one
Yes,
picks
yes. Well, he talks.
in Korean.
Yes. Well, the thing is, they had two different games because if she
Yeah.
talked, she ain't known Korean. She just understood. 좋아요.
Hmm.
근데,
Hmm.
맞아요. And then she started talking a bit too much in that finale. She started
Hmm.
singing a bit too much in that finale.
But apparently, I read this somewhere. I don't know if it's true, but
Mm-hmm.
apparently Chen Kwan-jui and Zhang Hao, both of them love these Mnet survival shows, and they watched and studied every season.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Zhang Hao, he's like, I know how to play this game. And
So
I
they're
kind of got
us.
that vibe too when he was like, I can do this Korean rap. Yuchi is Chinese. I'm Chinese. If she could do this rap in Korean, I can do this rap. And it was like, you know the right words to say to secure the Korean one votes. That's what I'm talking about. I have to stand him for that.
They're us basically.
Yes.
We not only do we watch the Korean ones, we be watching the Chinese ones, the Japanese ones.
Hmm.
We know what's going on.
Hmm.
We go back. Sorry. All right. I like it. I like it. I like the party.
Thank you.
This is my top
Okay.
nine. Only one person changed. So in no particular order, really, at this point. Hiruto is my one pick for now. Then Ali, Kim Jong Woong, Ji Woong, sorry,
Mhm.
Kim Ji Woong, then Keita, Sung Han Ben, Park Gun Wook. Suck Matthew. How'd you get back there? Tede and Takuto.
So you like Tay now?
I've accepted him. I think he was in the top 9 and he wasn't getting screen time, and it just
Mhm.
didn't make sense
I always
to
felt like
me.
he fit the vibes that you want, but all his screen time is only in performances, and sometimes he gets reactions. You know
Right.
what I
And
mean?
I
But he
was
doesn't speak that much.
but uh Wonky has been yesifying him, and I really appreciate those moments.
Yeah.
I saw him, he was just like, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Maybe in the beginning he was more reserved, but now like the boys
Uh-huh.
have been together for what, like 3 months now, so he's like
Yeah.
opening up a little bit more.
They were in the dorms just acting up, and I guess they had like a runway or something. And Wonky was just like, "Oh yeah, oh okay." He doesn't like
Mhm.
watch it, and Teddy just enjoys life. And I'm like, I don't mind changing my mind, but you have to like give me something,
Mhm.
like make me like you. And not everyone's gonna make me like. Not everyone is everyone. Like not everybody is going to be for everyone. That's what I'm trying to
Mhm.
say. So it's fine if we all have our cup of tea. But yeah, and I feel bad for Takuto because he keeps getting last place, and I'm just like, someone go snatch this baby up so he can train.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean he's not bad. I just think he's born in 2004 or something, right?
Yeah,
No, no, 2007.
oh my gosh. I knew he was a
Yeah,
baby, but
he's like
sheesh.
young, and I'm like, he is the perfect age for a door. I don't know why. I just see him. Hi, boy, no,
You
you
think what's her
wanna.
name? Minhee? Minhee's gonna snatch him up?
I mean, it's nice to have someone with a little following,
Hmm.
and the thing is, if Source Music wasn't afraid of girls with followings, I don't think Adore would either.
Hmm.
He just needs a little polishing.
Hmm.
That's just what I feel. I think
That's
he's the
true.
tr- I think he's the real hype boy of this season.
That's true. Like I can see him in like a male New Jeans
Yeah, he
because
fits
that's
it.
what she's going to make.
Yeah, I see him, baby. I've been looking at you lately. Like I can see him doing that.
Hmm.
I'm looking at his face now and see him smiling, and he has a handsome face. He has a
He
good
does.
look, like, and he has a good like personality for the business. Like I could see. I was thinking of him when I saw the audition tape. I think this isn't for him, but something so much greater. You
Hmm.
know who he's giving me? An untrained Yunjin. Not in
Yeah.
the sense of they're the same vibe, but
Hmm.
like you can see, like
The
she was already
potential.
right. I like she was already kind of ready to go, but there are still some things she polished up clearly because she is not the same produced 48 Yunjin. That is for sure. I just feel like that is his counterpart in a way. Like,
Hmm.
but he's just way younger. No, she was young on produced. She was like 15, 16. Like she was super young.
She was pretty young. She was just tall, and maybe like her opera singing experience made her look
Gave
a
her
bit more mature, you know?
Yes, yes, and I think she just had more experience in Takuto for sure.
Yeah.
But I see so much potential for him. Like he, we see him struggle with the dance, but for someone that hasn't had a lot of training for that, he picks it up really well, and
Hmm.
he's able to execute. He just needs a little bit more confidence, a little bit more, just more time,
Hmm.
and that's okay.
Hmm.
But if my words have any manifestation ability, which I hope sometime I'm putting an atmosphere, I hope he gets snatched up by a door and debuts in the New Jeans counterpart group. That's so like fan fiction, but I feel it for him.
You never know.
That's my hope, my
I feel like this
prayer.
top nine suits you
Yeah.
compared to maybe your first top nine, like when we first started watching the show, because we didn't know
uh-huh.
any of the boys. Maybe you're
Uh-huh.
just like picking and choosing. But I feel like
Yeah.
now that we know these boys
Mm-hmm.
and how they are and their visuals in particular and what you want, I feel like this suits you. This makes sense. I always looked at Tede and I was like, I feel like Robbie would like him, but you never like him. You're always like, who is this? Who is this? And I was like, especially when I saw that stage when I forgot which stage it was. One of his
That's all
better.
right there.
Yeah, especially that stage. I'm just like, isn't that what you want? I mean, I know that's not the concept they did, but he
No.
would fit that male eyes one concept. I'm just like, how is he not your one pick?
Why didn't you talk to me about this?
It didn't click for me until that stage. And then I was like, if you don't like
Okay.
him in that stage, you're not going to like him.
I liked him, but there were too many other people that I liked before him.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
had to be
Noha was still
forced.
here.
Yeah, I had to be forced to see what I needed to see.
Yeah.
You have to knock my fantasy down so I can get to reality.
Yeah.
And then the auntie, the healthy aunties were voting for him, and I was like, yeah, it's not giving. I think that was a turn off. That was a turn off for
I can
sure.
see that. I can see
It was a
that.
turn off. He deserves what Yuban is getting,
Mhm.
honestly, because he's giving.
But I mean, look at the rankings. They didn't show Tay Day's rankings, but I didn't we suspect that Tay Day would stay on top and Guven would drop, and Guven dropped
Yeah,
to rank
yeah.
16. So
But I honestly, if Tede was in Eugen's spot, I'd be even happier. I'd be like, okay,
like rank 5 or something.
no, Eugen's like rank 2 or 3.
Wait,
He's
Eugen?
Eugen.
Eugen in this. Okay, I was thinking
Yes,
Girls
not
Planet
Auntie,
Eugen. Yeah.
not Auntie, not get, not her.
I can almost see Tay Day being like a Chaehyun this season.
I wouldn't mind that, and at
I
least his solo would sound nice.
Yeah, I just can't tell. I mean, he's not going to beat Hanbin, but I mean,
No,
Chaehyun, like,
no.
you know how Chaehyun was always ranked like 7 to 8, and then the finale she jumped to
Whoop.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I can see him being a higher rank. Now I can see it. I feel like back then I'm just like, who are you
we were
people? You're gonna get.
clouded.
Yeah.
We were clouded.
I bet some Tay Day fan in the comments is gonna be like, finally, you guys are fools. Finally, you see the light. Because he's not in my top 9, but now I'm just like, if he debuts, like I wouldn't be mad. He's good. Like he's good.
So am I going to one? No, I don't want to manifest that. We're going to
Mm,
manifest Hiruto getting to the finale
yeah.
because you never know. You just never know. That's my
Mm-hmm.
top 9.
Great. So we
You
can
had a
talk
lot to say
about.
about that.
No, I was. It looked like I was waiting my whole life for you to put Tata in your top 9. That's what it really looks like.
You're like,
So,
finally. You know what? I love that because you're similar to me in a way where I can see something for someone, but I wait for them to get it before I say something. I
mhm.
only say it if it's truly necessary,
Yeah.
but otherwise, I'm just like, I'm not going to force them to see where they got to go. Like, they got it. I
Mhm.
trust them.
Mhm.
Love that. So, where should we start?
We can start with the first stage, which was Supercharger, and the members were Sowon, Zihao, Wunki, Haruto, Ollie, and Takuto. And this was the team that was made of pretty much, well, I don't want to
All
call
the
them
like
leftovers, but they were
floaters,
like kicked out of their teams pretty
all
much.
the yeah, the
Haruto's the
floaters.
only original from
Mm-hmm.
before eliminations. His whole team got cut except for him. They
To
had
be
1 week to
honest,
prepare.
it was a good thing because this team wasn't giving anyway. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I mean, you can disagree, but I'm just like, y'all had a hard time as it was, and it seemed like y'all were so demotivated. Had they like survived, you at least you got people that wanted to be there.
Yeah, was that the team that was like, we don't really want to learn this dance because we're gonna get eliminated? It was either this team or
It was like
Switch.
it was the woman team that was Switch,
Oh yeah,
but
that
then
was
also
Switch.
these people, they were like the people that were there already knew they were going to get eliminated, so they're just like, so it's a hard thing. This one kind of feel like just save the time and give them the extra week to practice this after you eliminate everybody else, because there's no point in making these kids or grown adults, young adults, sorry, making these young adults do this performance, learn everything, and then have hope that they might be able to show it to people and then never get to show it because
Mm-hmm.
it sucks.
It does. Yeah.
If anything, what they should do is do the gorilla performance before everyone gets eliminated.
That's true. That would be
So
nice.
then at least like they can do like a 10-member version of those songs. So then it feels like, okay, I got to show it off in some way. And
Mhm.
maybe they don't get to do the whole song. They get to do like the first half.
Mm-hmm.
just to give them something, because then at least they feel like their efforts aren't wasted.
Exactly.
But that's just, I just thought, I think that will work. I
Yeah.
feel like my time is valued.
When I first heard Supercharger in the like the little snippet they gave us, I was like, this song sounds bad and boring. But like I feel like the members made me like this song more.
Yeah, it's still not my favorite out of the lot.
Oh yeah, it's not, but it's better now. They made
I
it
think
better.
they elevated it to the highest it could go with the
Mm-hmm.
members they had, because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of them fit a totally different concept. Most of
Mm-hmm.
them did. I think the only person that fit Supercharger was Haruto, to be honest. But oh, and
I
that
think
other guy. There's
yeah,
another guy that
Zihao and So On, they fit this song, but it's just that they would have been better in other
in other
songs.
songs.
Like I
Yeah,
could see Zihao slaying on guard.
it's definitely so on. I'm like looking at him. I'm like, I kind of enjoy, but again, I like him. Not really. Has a good voice, but
Mhm.
I enjoyed him like enjoying Monkey. It's so special. He's like, oh, oh, and he's like, oh, I was like, the only person to, as of now, other than Anthony, who I've enjoyed their reactions. I don't know
Mhm.
why, because he's like,
Mhm.
feels special. I'm like, that's nice.
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm getting from this, but I hope if my like radar is going off, that there's a nice ending for all of them in the end, where
Mhm.
they do other projects later or something.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, maybe they
Yeah.
can meet again on a variety show or something.
Yeah. Overall, I feel like they did really well. I mean, like
Yeah.
I just feel bad for Takuto. It's obvious that he was very nervous, but they did the best that they could do.
They
Haruto
did the
slayed.
best he could do. Yeah, I mean, he did. I think his best stage, surprisingly, the last one where he everyone hated everyone,
Hmm.
because he's like giving head nods and is it was he made that song cute, and and I think it was just upbeat and just funky, and I mean those that's again adore. That is who you need to cast and train.
Hmm.
I I hope they are watching this show. He's the real hype boy.
Hmm.
He is the real hype boy. Well, I mean, when I go to KCON, I'm the real hype boy. But he's the real hype boy. Okay? Until I
Hmm.
do the concept. And I'm joking.
The funny thing is that, well, maybe it's just me personally, like even when he's obviously nervous on stage, he's
He's
still
so he's
charming, you know?
yeah. Yeah, no, he's the hype boy. I think I was connecting the dots and I'm like, hmm, I know he's not getting in this, but
Mhm.
I feel like he's going to do something exponentially greater than this.
I can't wait to see out of everything that you said, which one you manifest by the end of this show.
I, you know what? It's been crazy. I know I'm not saying I'm a witch, but it's been quite odd because I was like, as of this year, I'm like, I'm tired of her being an Alice. I want her to go solo again. And then here, so he goes solo. I'm like, huh?
Hmm.
And then my friend said, you manifested that. There's been a few things that I've just been manifesting, and I don't know what's the case is, and I'm not trying to abuse that ability because I think everyone has the ability to manifest. But
Hmm.
I honestly do firmly feel it may not. He's meant for something greater. He's a
Hmm.
bigger piece to another puzzle, and this 2.5 year content contract is been not beneath him, but it's just not meant for him.
Hmm.
And he has nothing to worry about because he's going to do something great. He's so young, 2007.
Hmm.
It's, it's so young. You got this.
Yep.
And then when we all see him, baby, looking at me so crazy, and whatever he's got going on, we're gonna be like, I told y'all.
He would look
Oh
so
my gosh.
cute.
The one biggest thing I manifested that I didn't, it's been like years of manifesting, was proving that Jaden Jung was not wrong.
I was just thinking about Luna. I was
Because
just thinking about Luna when we were talking about manifestation,
I was like,
but that's
normal,
for another.
another conversation.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, dang, I've been screaming like a madman, and everyone thought I was so annoying, and then everything plays out, and I'm
Mhm.
like, all right. But
With a
anyway,
lot of things, sometimes you just have to wait and see
uh-huh.
how it plays
Yes.
out.
And so should we get to Ungard?
Yeah, so En Garde, which was the next stage, had Huey, Sungwon, Hiroto, Junhyun, Gyuvin, and Gunwook. Yep. I
I don't know
don't
how many
remember
people.
like if this lineup changed or any of those details. I just know these
It
are the
did not.
people.
Oh
It
no,
didn't
no,
change.
no, 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 no. No, it did. I think
Oh,
they just
someone
lost.
left.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah, yes.
willingly left because he
Left.
was like, I feel like I can be do more in another team.
He is going for his Dion concept
It
because
didn't work though.
no, no, no,
Not
no,
in my opinion. I thought
no.
it was noble, and I think people looked at that like, how honorable. Anyways, Hanbin, Zhang Hao, Ricky, me. I'm people.
Yeah, no, he's like, I'm with a lot of popular people. This isn't gonna like slay for me. Like, I
Mhm.
need to be with the unpopular people so I can shine as the only one that has a chance.
And he was kind of right because I felt like everyone in On Guard, like everyone was put in the right places. I
Hmm.
feel like this is gonna sound bad, but I'm pretty sure I said it already. Huey's voice sometimes is kind of grating to me, but I feel like in this song, his voice was perfect. It was
It,
perfect in this
it.
song.
I don't know if you saw me on Twitter when I was like, they were showing a preview of them of like practicing, and they just had a clip of him going, "Hey, hey, hey," and I'm like, this is sending me to some weird space. It was just like, it was that, and it was like, they alter the music so you don't really know what the song sounds like. So they have him doing "Hey, hey, hey" with the violin part of On Guard, and it was just so. It felt so weird, like the weirdest edit, and I'm like, this is so odd. And I'm
Mhm.
like, Hughes, to stop singing for now, right? But just stop. And I think, and it's I have purpose for saying this. I
Mhm.
think he heard me through the ethers because he let the high note go to somebody else,
Mhm.
and it was so nice.
He
I didn't
did he
even.
did a bit of a high note, but whichever one he did fit him.
It was an ad lib, but it wasn't like
Mm.
the like
Yeah.
obligatory K-pop high note that's
Yeah.
in the middle
Yeah.
of any song.
Mhm.
And I was like, nice. And everyone was like, oh, refreshing. Ooh, refreshing. And I'm like, it was refreshing because we are not hearing Hughes sing right now.
Mhm.
You know what it gives me? He was like Thai food, like really flavorful Thai food. And then here it's like really strong, really spicy, really flavorful. Good, but a
Mhm.
lot. And then you could take a bite out of like a cucumber from a salad and you're refreshed. And that's how I
Mhm.
felt with the other guy singing it. Because it's like,
Mhm.
ah,
Mhm.
sorry. That's how I felt. But hopefully people will get it. I don't hate Hugh. I think he's gonna be the best main vocalist for Pentagon when he comes out.
Yeah.
Um, but I can't
For
take credit for that. But I agree. Like he's gonna be so great when he goes back to Pentagon. You're
mhm.
gonna have like one more album. It's gonna be
For
great.
this stage, I feel like remember when the masters were like, "Oh, you guys are good, but we need more from you."
Mm-hmm.
And then they got on stage, and this stage was so good. My first thought was, that's the advice that Utopia needed in Girls Planet.
Yes.
Because
Yeah. Oh my
Utopia, like the
gosh.
dancing was good, the singing was good, but they're like they needed more. They needed to go like above and beyond. That's the exact advice that Utopia needed, and I don't think anyone gave it to them. Probably because they were so focused on making sure Huang Qingqiu can dance properly. But yeah,
You know, since we talk about them, I think the energy they put it in these boys, they could have gave those girls.
yeah,
Honestly, I feel like they are energized this season, and I don't know if it's just because I don't. Is it because there's no famous people here, like no Tiffany and no full moon, no 24 hours girl, like because they're not there.
that's true. The
Like
masters
maybe.
before, I guess, were for publicity, but these masters are actually like helping them more. And then that
Yeah.
other, like that one guy who was making all those faces, it seemed like he didn't really give that much good advice.
Who, the singing guy?
Yeah, I think he was a singing
He's still
one.
around. He just
Yeah.
cares now.
Yeah.
And they have like, it's not just him. They have a
Yeah.
co-judges. Like they
Yeah.
have two dance judges, singing judges, and one rap guy. But honestly, the rap guy, when they bring him in there, he doesn't check just for rap. He checks for vibe too. Like he's like, you need to be more in like confident, the swag, like where is it? Like you're doing this, like that's what the song is about. Like I think someone was saying, oh, the ambassadors, like who are these people? But I think because they're just industry people, it's so much better
Mm-hmm.
because like I think Tiffany cared, but then she's also like doing Broadway or like and she's doing performances and she has a lotion line or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like and it's same with 24 hours chick like Sunmi, like she has her own thing going on, and then
Mm-hmm.
she was promoting while doing Girls Planet. Like it was just too much going on. Like
Yeah.
you need to have people, like
And
even if these people are still like training other people to sing or making choreography for other things, I don't think it's as time consuming
mhm.
as being a working idol. So I feel like they're able to give more feedback.
And no offense to Tiffany and Sunmi because I like both of
Yes.
them, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like sometimes just because you're good at something doesn't mean
Doesn't
you're
mean you
good at
can
teaching it.
teaching.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's why I feel like the master picks for this season in
Just
general
better.
are just better.
Right.
Like
Right.
Tiffany and Sunmi, they're great performers, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes the advice they give, sometimes what people need is concrete advice. Like they need something that you can tell them and apply right away. Like if I tell
Yes.
someone, "Oh, you don't have enough charisma on stage," what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? So like one person can interpret that and know right away how to fix it, but someone else, if they don't know what that means, like how are they supposed to improve? They don't know how
And
to
then they might
improve.
go the wrong direction about it
Exactly.
because they're
Like they
trying and they
need
don't know.
concrete
Right.
advice.
Right. You know what's interesting? Juxtapose Tiffany and Sunmi. The girl from Sistar when she was a trainer or
Oh,
like
so you?
yes, she was good because she knew how to coach them how to get vocally better. She
Mm-hmm.
knew, and maybe she has training being a vocal coach already, or she's helping like get the people in Starship like together. Maybe that's her lane now. But it's interesting because she helped quite a few trainees get better, or at least I think some people are just going to have a skill set in singing, but I think everyone can learn how to use their voice properly. And I think she understood how to get people to hit a note or get there to a certain point. I didn't see Tiffany or somebody ever give feedback in that category. It was like, just like, oh, when I was in a girls group, like I did this, or I want you to be like, yes, to make me want to, vote for you. But I'm like, okay, I agree with you. Like just the thought of like you need to give concrete advice, like
Mhm.
because all that will help them level up their charisma. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um and guard. Oh my gosh. Gunwood was really great. I really appreciated
Oh,
him
as
in
usual. I like we barely talked about On Guard. The
I love his center position. That was great.
he was so
I
good for the killing
mhm,
part.
yeah.
You know
And
what? For
mm,
the who was the one who was trying to get the killing part? I think it was Sungwon. When they were
yeah.
auditioning for the killing part before the stage, I felt like Gunwook was clearly the better choice. But actually, when they were on stage, I feel like either of them could have done the killing part. I think
Yeah, I
Sungwon
agree.
leveled up more on stage versus just
Right.
in the practice room.
There's some people that just do better in front of a crowd. Don't know why.
Mm,
Um, it's like it's just the energy they feed off, and then you see
yeah.
them, and they see you, and you're like ah.
Yep.
Hiroto was really good, and it's a shame that he got no storyline.
Yeah.
He's getting no storyline, and it sucks. And it's just like, man, like I don't know what he did to the editors or did to Mnet for them to not want to like. He didn't even speak,
He was literally just
just there,
there.
and he performed great. But it would be nice to hear his struggles and hear this and
It was probably
his.
kind of hard too because I think he was the only non-Korean in that group, like literally the
Mm-hmm,
only one. So maybe he
mm-hmm.
actually just didn't talk much. He was just kind of like, "That's what we're doing. All right." I'm just
If
guessing
he
though, and that
if
Def
he
probably cut some
makes it
stuff.
to the finale, that is purely based on his fan base he had before the show, and maybe a
Hmm.
few other people like me because I like picked up, I tagged along, but I don't know, maybe that shows us one pick is strong. I don't know, who knows, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a shame, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a shame, I guess, in a way,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like he's there and he's giving his all like everybody else. And he's
Yeah,
getting a lot of screen time. He's talking. He talked so much.
a lot.
So
But
much.
he
I
was a
think they
leader,
should.
so it makes sense he'll have a
Yeah,
lot.
he was acting up like taking away the center part. And I'm like, what is the purpose of this? Are you just acting up to keep yourself on TV a little while longer?
Yes.
I thought that too. I'm like, you're giving Real Housewives right now. Like,
I
it's
mean, think about it. That team, like, they solidified a lot very early, so they had time
mm-hmm,
to fool around pretty much.
to act up. Right.
hmm Mm-mm.
And it's like, this is too much. And Gunwook's over here like, I'm just trying to be Die Young. I'm just trying to get in this group. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, look, this is too much. I'm already
hmm
fighting too many people for eighth place right now. This is too much for me to handle.
hmm Mm.
Mm, 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 mm.
You want to talk about the interim ranking that they showed us?
Foolishness.
Yeah, so the foolish rankings that Mnet revealed, because they didn't want to reveal everything for whatever
Everybody. Oh
reason.
no, 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 no.
So first they showed ranks 14 to 18, which are all Korean. So 14 is Park Hanbin, 15 Lee Jonghyun, 16 Kim Gyuvin, 17 Yoo Sungun, 18 is Woonki. And then for the top nine, they only revealed sixth and seventh, which are the global trainees, Keita and Ricky.
We're not doing Kepler again, okay? Listen. And I think, at least from what I see from Twitter, people are wiser now.
Mhm.
I think people are wiser because I was like, I only have like 100 some people or whatever. So it's like I'm just yelling. If anyone can hear me, like, hey, don't change your vote. Just keep voting. Just don't start switching it up. Don't split your vote. Keep voting. I'm not even voting for Ricky, and I'm telling people to keep voting for Ricky because, like, look, this is your group. This is what you guys want. Like at the end of the day, Mnet can have their own opinion, but like that backfired for them clearly. So
Mhm.
get the people you want in the group. You don't want to see maybe your fave with a whole bunch of people that aren't elevating the group as it is for the benefit of them. And people saying, "Oh, Korea wants like a pretty group or whatever." Well, just pick who you want to pick. Vote. Continue to vote. Continue
Mhm.
to vote. Don't listen to what. Sorry, no offense. We are the international voters. Don't listen to what the K voters are thinking. We have to, it's nice to know, but don't worry about it. Keep voting. Don't
Mhm.
stop. Do not stop. Because if you do, when you switch it up, Keita, Ricky, Hiruto, all those G members aren't going to be in the group. And it's going to be a full K group. And it'd be like, what's the point?
Mhm.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I think Mnet is okay with Ricky. I think they showed
Now,
Ricky, yeah, I think they showed Ricky more for the shock factor, like, whoa, to get people talking about it. But I
mm-hmm.
think they're trying to get rid of Keita for real.
So
Because from what I've seen, when people showed Ricky and Keita, or when Mnet showed Ricky and Keita, I feel like a lot of people were supportive of Ricky, but a lot of Koreans basically expressed more hate towards Keita. They already don't like him because he's short, and I'm just like, that's a dumb reason to not like him, but okay.
I already told y'all he's giving me Touch Mew, so I don't know where this is surprising. He's gonna make it to the finale, but they're gonna replace him with Park Han-bin. They are going
Yeah.
to get they're going to get their Joe Yuri one way or another.
hmm
They're going to get a Yuri. They're going to put their training in.
hmm
They already have like six of them in the show at this point, so it's just like or whatever how many amount. They're going to get them in. If it's not Hanbin, it's going to be Haruto. But I think if they are smart, if they're going to trade apples for oranges,
hmm
they should get Haruto in if they're smart. I think Keita deserves to be in the group,
hmm
but we can't stop manipulation, right? It's just for whatever reason. So they want this group to work. So I feel like Haruto has a better fan base where they will, you know, elevate. But
hmm
that's just what I feel. I don't know, but and I don't want to say it in a way where I'm crushing one guy's dream for another. I don't know because I
Yeah.
feel I don't know what Keita will do after this show. I don't know what they have planned for him.
Yeah, I know he is in a boy group now. I just don't know what group, and I don't know what they do.
In Japan or something?
No, I think he's in a Korean boy group.
Who are they?
I don't know what group it
Uh,
is.
well, good luck to him. I feel like, ironically, the only people I'm going to follow after this show is Takuto and like Anthony and Momoti and Hiruto,
Mhm.
because I
Mhm.
need to know if the real hype boy becomes the true real hype boy. I'm petitioning for him to get into Adore.
Do you want to talk about any other drama in the show? Because I know I do.
I'm go for it.
I want to talk about Say My Name team and how they're petty for multiple reasons. First of all, I just think it's funny. So I have multiple thoughts about the whole Matthew situation that also a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people are talking about online. But I
Mm-hmm.
just want to start by saying that I think it's funny that they are making decisions based off of what's best for the team, which makes sense. Like, oh, who fits what part the best? That makes sense. Why they would
Yeah.
switch Matthew and then that other guy's lines.
Yeah.
But where was that logic when they were voting for who to kick out and they kicked out Woonkie, who fit that
Fit that
concept
group.
better than some other people on that team?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straight up. It felt homophobic. I'm gonna be honest. I felt homophobic. That's my own thing. It felt
Yeah.
homophobic. It felt homophobic. That's how I felt. They're like, let's kick the gay guy out. And I and no and maybe and I'm not trying to be super sensitive, but it just was like he legitimately fits this song, this concept. He
And
y'all
better
already
than other people in that team.
and y'all already said in the preliminary of the the song that his voice fit the song anyway. So I'm just like, y'all kicked him out because y'all homophobic. That is it.
I was thinking exactly that is either that or like the top nine or whoever, like that there's a certain group that's just very clicky. So they just
Mm-hmm.
chose based off of their friends in this
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, we'll figure out the team later, but for now we're gonna choose our friends and then figure out what fits better later.
Yeah, it was maybe that, but it just read homophobic. I don't know. It read really homophobic because I'm like, y'all kicked the gay guy out and everyone was like in on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like y'all are like this guy
He got
went through
7 votes
enough.
to get cut out, and he did all this
Yes.
to help the song apparently behind the scenes, but we actually saw the behind the scenes, like the input that he
So
gave
not
to the
only did he
song.
ruin y'all and we got y'all together, y'all kicked him out. This is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
This is dumb. Like it's giving dumb. And it just was like it's just homophobic. I don't it just read homophobic.
Yeah.
They didn't even say why.
That's why I feel like I mean, like we were saying, like they're sick. They're sick.
Yeah.
For the Matthew situation, I feel like on one hand, so basically his situation for people who didn't watch the show, they probably already know though. He was upset that he had to give up one of the lines because he really wanted to sing some English lines because he wanted his grandma to hear him and something like that. And he switched with some other guy, I don't know his name, because the other guy's voice fit that line much better,
I
which I
already knew the other
agree.
guy's voice was going to fit better because I already knew he's a better singer than Matthew. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't mean,
I mean, it
this will be
is what
going
it is.
like Matthew has a limited instrument. He's good with he knows how to use it to this extent as of now. He might get much better during Bepler or whatever if he gets
Hmm.
in. But like there are a lot more, there are much more experienced vocalists in this show than Matthew, and I think he's aware of that now because he's like, I'm jealous of he can do this and that, and I remember people saying this guy can sing and rap and he's gonna be an all
Hmm.
rounder and da 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 da. Yeah, and I think he got no. I'm gonna be real. I think he got big headed because of his ranking,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna be honest.
He
There
did.
are other people in this show, in my opinion, that would elevate the Bepler group if he was not in it.
Mm.
And I could see him being the Urena. I don't know what his
Mm.
rank is right now,
I can see
but
that.
I know that people are voting for him and Hanbin because of their friendship. But what's going to be the real T?
By the
Oh,
finale.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I think. like with Matthew's whole situation is just interesting because once again I have to compare it to Girls Planet, but it
Mm-hmm.
kind of reminds me of when Ruichi and Fuyaning switched their parts with the high notes.
Yes,
But the thing that irritated me is that with Matthew's situation,
it makes
they
sense
at least gave him a chance to
to
try.
try.
Like Hanbin was like, okay, try this way. Okay, let's try it again and try it again. At least they gave you a chance and then you
Yes.
switched and then you're mad. Like they gave you a chance to improve and you just weren't improving. So you can't be that mad, you know? And I felt like Girls Planet was like they kind of didn't give Richie a chance. They were just like, why don't we just let Fu Yaning try it?
They only did it because the master said it.
Yeah,
But Fuyani sounded much better in her original lines.
yeah.
But again, it is what it is.
That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, they're up to something. But I think I don't know if Matthew is really Urena. I feel like he's more like Fuyani. He's gonna drop. Well, I guess that
Yeah.
is like Urena. He's just gonna drop. He's gonna get out of there.
He's no, but Uranus was a package vote.
Yeah.
Matthew's
Yeah,
package
package
vote.
deal.
Fuyani rose up in one pick, so one picks weren't strong enough.
So sad. But
Is
yeah,
it?
no. I like Matthew though. If he
I
debuts,
like
I wouldn't
him.
be upset.
I like him, but I feel like I don't know. I get at the same point, and this is the one like intriguing aspect but flaw about me. I get tired of the status quo to a certain like not status quo. I get tired of what's popular, and I want shake it up. Let's see something different.
You want some drama.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, the best part of Girls Planet finale was when seeing Bahie second place
Yeah.
because everyone was like, "How dare she? Who is she? What? How could?" I'm like, "This is great." I saw it coming and no one else was expecting this. I don't know how. Perfect. You know what? Them Baja fans were so strategic. They said that 10 cell phones and SIM cards. And I mean,
I don't know if it was all of that. I think they were just living in their own bubble and they didn't let anything shift or sway their opinion.
they
You know
were
what I mean?
so
Like
cool.
when Mnet showed the top nine interim, all of Suyan and I don't know, all those other Korean people who didn't get in, all their fans were like, we're done, we're out. Her fans were like living in their I don't think they even watched the show.
No, they didn't.
They
They
only
didn't.
watched
That's
her
the thing.
fan cams,
And
they
that
only
is
watched her
it.
performances. They didn't see that interim. They were like, yeah, vote by here every day. That's how you're supposed to do it.
They're basically me right now because I'm like I don't even want to watch the show. I'm just voting for Hiroto. Y'all already talked commenting. I've only saw this show like last night. I'm just like, yeah, mm-hmm. Just keep going. I swear, Girl Planet 2024 is gonna be a mess.
It's gonna be
I
fun.
want to see I want to see no old faces. I can't. I don't want to see
What do
no
you mean? No
Shinwei.
Doha?
No, she's done. This is no, she's done.
No, I want to see her again.
So for her to not make it again.
Yes.
I know you don't want her in the group. I just know you want to see her try. That's terrible. I love it. Keep doing it. That's all I have.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into another podcast. We love you guys so much. To let us know what your thoughts were on Guard and Supercharger, and let us know what you're looking forward to for next episode. Who is your top nine? What did you think about the drama? Did you think them kicking Wongi out was homophobic? Because I thought it was. Let us know in the comments. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you next time. See you later. Do you want to come in? Do, 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 do.